Before we begin the video, which explains in detail what was the video I should have had, I'd like to apologise for two reasons. One, the camera was being very uncooperative and being a complete bastard. And secondly, the last one was clickbaiting. It's a horrible, horrible sin, and people should forgive me for that one. I apologise profusely, and I probably may or may not get forgiven, depends on what people might say. Moving straight on from that, let's go into detail. And when I mean detail, I mean the frickin', if you heard the news that the that landfill site in New Mexico? Can't remember exactly the frickin' place. I'm gonna quickly look this up. Alamogordo, they found... There we go. It's pretty much the big news of the town. Is like 30 years of speculation. It was 1 p.m. So that was like 6 p.m. here. They found the very first ET game, which pretty much confirmed that it was buried in a landfill in that town, or the city rather. Because last year the frickin' people at Future Entertainment got a permit to dig at that excavation site from that landfill to find those games, and they found them. So technically, the urban legend that was associated because of the whole video game crash thing and Atari burying the unsellable copies into the desert, yeah, that's true now. So which brings me to the whole point of the whole mythos now, which the AVGN movie was going for, which was AVGN was being bothered by the fans to review ET for the Atari 2600. In order to do so, he had to find this landfill in New Mexico. Along the way, he gets under contact from the military because he thinks he was after Area 52, not 51, Area 52, or Area 51 does exist, but which was a surprise even to me. But Area 52, that's probably where all the secrets are. Area 52. Even Area 51 is not exactly as exciting as anyone else. Anyway, moving on, I'm just like sidetracking and shit. So, what's the whole premise to my video? Truth kills myth. Sometimes truth is never fantastic. When you build up a legend, such as, legend that was the landfill, for instance, because there was no one knew where it was. Nobody couldn't find where this landfill was. Someone knew where it was, and then they had to go find the whole... So it was the whole hunting down. It's like trying to find El Dorado, or freaking try and find Atlantis, or trying to find Shangri-La or something like that. It's just the whole point of myth and legends, like all that. So when you get to when the truth comes out, sometimes truth can make things better or worse. And the truth was that landfill kind of made things worse. That's my opinion, though. I mean, sure, the AVGN movie's like fan demanded and very looking forward to seeing the film, but they know for a fact that when they watch the film on DVD, which is going to come out in select cinemas and then released on DVD and then Blu-rays and shit, and that phone is pissing me off again. Son of a bitch. Horse. Anyway, when I'm sure, but there's the problem. One, I was never a fan of the film's concept to begin with. Trying to find something relating to the video game crash is always an interesting topic, but when people kind of derail things for their amusement, it kind of goes wrong. Secondly, the film is probably going to be terrible. I'm still going to stand by the decision the film's going to tank. It may not be a good idea, or as I like to call it, it's going to be compared to say, Kikassia, from nostalgia, from that guy with the glasses. It's going to completely fly over the heads of people that don't watch the show. Yet the inner circle will like it. The people that are like what you're aiming for, the ones beyond that demographic, are gonna just scratch their heads and like, what the hell is that? What's that supposed to mean? Who's this? Who's that? It's just like, it's just gonna be confusion, and then confusion turns to ignorance, and ignorance turns to hate, and then hate turns into computers typing on computers, and hatred turns into freaking that IGN sucks block. Don't know why I use that though, but that's where all the ignorance goes. So what do you expect? Oh, I mentioned that though. God. Anyway, I'm not saying everyone has an opinion. Everyone should have an opinion. That is what happens these days. If you're not allowed to have an opinion on here, then what's the point of actually being here? If I say, for instance, I'm not going to like the AV Jim movie, it's not going to be as good as anyone thinks, it's going to be average at best, it's just not going to be that. You have to like it, you must watch it, the internet dictates you. Just have a spine. Just have a spine. Christ. I'm available on Facebook if anyone wants to argue in the comments, but those are the facts, and that is a detailed explanation. Hopefully that should work. Hopefully this will be a much better video, and this does not fuck up this time. Catch you later.